welcome to another video in this series on yoga for managing pain. In today's video, we're going to be looking at gluteus minimus. So we've already covered gluteus maximus and gluteus medius. Gluteus minimus lies deep to gluteus medius and attaches onto the ilium, as you can see here, and its distal attachment is onto the upper part of the greater trochanter, which is the thigh bone, so you can see that all here. And the action of this muscle is to abduct the leg, so to take it out to the side, to internally rotate the thigh, and as well to stabilize the pelvis during walking. The pain pattern for this muscle, which is quite a small muscle, is actually quite extensive. So you can see here that it appears as pain into the glute, so the bum sort of area, and the top of the thigh, all the way down the back of the leg, and can kind of appear again into the calf muscle, as you can see here, and also onto the side of the leg as far down as the ankle. It can also appear as kind of pain behind the knee. When you're sort of lying onto your side, it can feel like pain in that hip. From standing up from a chair, you can feel a bit of pain there as well, or from just standing for a while. It can also have that kind of pain pattern that is commonly referred to as sciatica, so that kind of down the back of the leg pain that you might experience. So we're going to work today on doing a little bit of strengthening and stretching to just release out this muscle. So let's go ahead and get started. A ball or a massage ball towards the end of this practice, so just have those ready for yourself. I'm just going to place them off to the side. And then we're going to start off doing a little bit of strengthening, so just come onto your hands and knees. And begin just by having the hands under the shoulders, knees under hips, just finding a nice stable position for yourself. Press a little bit into the ground through your finger pads, through your knuckles, through your thumbs. Just feel really strong and stable through the arms. And then begin to shift the weight over into your right knee. Lift your left knee up and out to the side. We're going to do that 5 times, just really slow lifts and lowers, just to strengthen that glute minimus. So 2, really focus on keeping the movement really mindful and slow, so you can really feel how this side is working. Notice into the hip. Notice if you experience any kind of pain or restriction. If you do feel any pain, just ease the movement back. You don't have to lift the leg so high. And then last one, 5. Bringing it back in. Shift the weight over into that knee, left knee, and start to lift your right leg up and out to the side for 1, 2, and it might be that you feel one side has a little bit more range or ease of movement. Just take a little note for yourself, just out of curiosity. 4, and last one, 5, and then gently release. We're going to take a wide knee child's pose if this feels comfortable for you. Bring the toes together, knees wide, sink the hips back. It might be that you bring the knees closer if that feels better. If you can reach your forehead all the way to the ground, stay here, or you might make a little pillow with your hands and rest the head onto the hands. Take a deep breath down into your belly. Feel a little stretch out through the back line of the body. And then gently release, come back up onto your hands and knees. We're going to step the right foot forward in between the hands. So we take a nice deep bend into the back knee. Come all the way up to kneeling. Shift the weight back so that your pelvis becomes neutral and your thigh bone is more or less stacked over the knee. Feel a little bit of stretch here through the front of the thigh. Relax the shoulders down and back. Lift through the crown of the head. Good. Exhale, gently place your left hand to the ground. You're going to pivot around so your right toes face out towards the right hand side. You rotate over so that you're on the outside edge of your left leg, if this feels okay for you. Reach back with your right hand if this is okay. You might sink that left hip a little bit closer to the ground or lift it as you need, getting a little stretch into the outside edge of that leg. Take an in-breath, lift that right arm all the way up and over, come back into this runner's lunge shape, and then we're going to alternate between those two. Come up and around and over, reaching back. Lift up, rotate around so the knee stacks onto the ground once again, runner's lunge. If it feels like a lot on your wrist, you can make a little fist. Lift up, over, back and through. Last time, lift up and over. Toes might point out. Come back and through. Toes point in. Okay, from there, tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee, step forward to the top of your mat. Take a deep bend into your knees, allow the forehead to fold in towards the shins and the crown of the head reach towards the earth. You might take a little sway here from side to side, releasing up. And then a slow roll all the way up through to standing. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears and then soften them down the back. Take a moment here. Feeling into the ground through your feet. Good. And then we're going to make our way over to the wall. We'll do the other side again. You can place your hands onto the wall, step your left foot behind, and then lean the way over towards that left hip, shifting. Gently come away from the wall. If you feel comfortable to do this away from the wall, you can. Step your left foot behind, lift the arms up, take hold of your left wrist, lean and reach over. So 2 options. Gently come back through to center, release the hands down, uncross the legs, make your way to the top of the mat once again. Take an in-breath, reach up. Feel the weight of the pelvis drop towards the earth as you reach the arms upwards. Exhale, fold the arms forward, bend the knees as much as you need to. Step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, knees come to the ground. Step your left foot forward. Take a moment here, stack front knee over ankle, front hip, right hip over right knee. Relax the shoulders, just a lunge, preparing the body. And then bring both hands to the inside of that front foot. Turn your left toes out to the side. You're going to pivot over, rotating so that you come onto the outside edge of that right leg. Reach back. Inhale, come all the way back and through. Toes turn forward, deep lunge. Inhale, lift up, pivot around. Coming onto the outside edge of that back foot, leg. All the way back around. Last one, toes pivot around. Reach back. Come all the way around. Place the hand down, tuck your right toes under, lift the right knee. Step forward. Take a little in-breath this time, so you halfway lift, hands slide up the shins, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, bend the knees, allow the body to fold in, forehead to the ground, forehead to the shins even, crown of the head to the ground. Relax the shoulders, press into the ground, slow rise up. Bring the shoulders to the ears and then reset them down the back. Good. Make our way over to the wall once again. So crossing the arms over, this time step the right foot back behind and lean. So remember, you can do this against the wall, or you can step out. Step the foot back, reach the arms up, catch hold of right wrist, and lean to the side. One more breath. Gently come back through to center, release the arms, uncross the legs, make your way back to the top of the mat. Take a breath in, reach up, fold forward, halfway lift, maybe hand slide up, hands to the earth, step back into a downward facing dog. Lower the knees to the ground, sink the hips back, so you end up in seated. Take the legs out in front. Okay, go ahead and grab your tennis ball or your massage ball, whatever you have handy. We're going to start with the left glute. So place your ball just out to the outside of your left hip and then lift the hips and place your glute on top of it. And then we're just going to roll a couple of times up and down. If you find any points of tension or tenderness, you can hold there. You're looking for a sensation no more or greater than kind of a 7. So if it feels like a bit more than that, you can lift your weight off the tennis ball a little bit, pressing into the ground through your hands and your feet. And then we're going to drop the knee out to the side and then bring it back in. So you'll feel this roll across the ball. It might get a little bit deeper into that point that you found. But remember, if it feels like a little too much, ease off. We'll do that another couple of times. Just lifting and lowering the leg. Good. Gently release. You'll slide off the ball and we'll do it onto the other side. I'll just turn around. So placing your ball, press into the ground, lift the hips. So you can position the ball under that glute and we're rolling back and forth a few times, looking for any points of tension or tenderness, and then side to side. And then gently allowing the knee to drop out to the side and back in. A few times. If you find somewhere kind of juicy, you can hang out there for a bit. And then bring it back in. Lift the hips, come off your tennis ball. You could spend a little bit longer doing that if you like to, if it's feeling good. Otherwise, we're going to gently come to sit. Taking a moment here, you might be sitting up onto something, relax your shoulders. Take a moment just to close the eyes. And just draw your awareness inwards, maybe even to that area that we've just been working into. Deep breath into the belly. And then a full breath out through the mouth. Allow your eyes to gently blink open. Thank you so much for joining me in today's little video on glute medius. If you have any questions or any comments at all, feel free to drop them below. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.